Reagan, thank you for that live report. We turn now to developing news. One person is dead following an early morning fire on North Valley Road in Pelham.
Western Mass News reporter Addie Patterson has more after speaking with first responders about the incident.
It appears to have been burning for quite a while before it was called in.
The Pelham Fire Department extending their condolences to the family that lost their loved one in Friday's early morning fire on North Valley Road.
We're a very small town, very close-knit community, and we obviously take care of our neighbors and take care of each other, so we're extremely sorry for their loss.
Crews got the call just after 2:30 Friday morning. Upon arrival, firefighters found the two-family house fully engulfed in flames. With fire pouring through the roof and windows of the building, crews immediately began working to put out the fire.
It was later determined after the fire was knocked down and overhauled that there was a resident missing, so a search then found that resident deceased in the structure.
Shortly after, first responders were notified that the two-story structure was occupied by one person, a man in his 30s who was unaccounted for.
The home is probably a total loss. There's damage on all 3 floors. It's probably going to have to be, I'm assuming, torn down or at least a major renovation at this point.
Firefighters knocking down the bulk of the fire in just about an hour's time. However, the flames causing catastrophic damage to the entire building. Mutual aid from several surrounding towns, including Amherst and Belchertown, were called in to help combat the flames. The cause of death and the cause of the fire remains under investigation. Reporting in Pelham, Addie Patterson, Western Mass News.